It's a phrase.
6 left. Draymond Green finds Lucius for the win. He got it! Spartans move to the Sweet 16!
That you hear often in college basketball.
A 1-point lead, McClain inbounding, right corner to Miles, finding space. Here's Thomas, 1 second, got it at the buzzer! And 13-seeded Murray State has pulled off the opening round shocker!
A real-life David and Goliath story.
Seconds, so they have 7 or 8 seconds.
It's in Knight's hand. He beat Princeton at the gun. Here he shoots. Yes! With 5 seconds. Ohio State racing up the floor. Their season on the line. Buford for the win. No! Kentucky pulls off the monster upset. Wildcats take out the #1 overall seed of the tournament.
That gives the NCAA tournament its name, March Madness.
They've got Knutson wide open. Knutson slams it home. But then you factor in that it's Duke on the losing end. And what you have here, folks, one of the all-time shockers. Lehigh defeats Duke in the NCAA basketball tournament.
This is a Cinderella story, March Madness edition. Cinderella. No, not that Cinderella. This Cinderella is referring to one suddenly lifted from obscurity to honor or significance. In this case, it relates to a lower-seeded team that is seen as an underdog making a run in the NCAA tournament. There have been many memorable teams and runs in the past, but today we're going to look at 4 different teams who shocked the college basketball world while busting some brackets along the way. The 2008 Davidson Wildcats entered the tournament as a 10 seed after going undefeated in conference play and winning the Southern Conference tournament. They were led by a second-team All-American named Stephen Curry. The team beat Gonzaga, Georgetown, and Wisconsin, marking the team's first tournament win since 1969, but they would eventually lose to the future national champion Kansas Jayhawks, with Curry leading the team in scoring every single game of the tournament. He would average 34 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals, while shooting nearly 53% from three-point range in each of the team's wins. And of course, after the run, he would go on to be drafted 7th overall in the 2009 NBA draft by the Golden State Warriors, win 3 NBA championships, 2 MVPs. It is now recognized as the greatest shooter of all time. Now to a team that had a little bit of controversy coming into the tournament. The 2006 George Mason Patriots won a school record 23 games in the regular season and were even ranked at one point for the first time, but the team lost to Hofstra in the CAA tournament. However, despite the loss, they still made the tournament, which was the first time the Patriots received an at-large bid and the first time in 20 years that the CAA sent 2 teams to the tournament. The decision to have George Mason in the tournament was criticized by the media, including former broadcaster Billy Packer. A lot of people believe they still made it because of the absence of Tony Skinn, who was suspended for 1 game for punching Hofstra guard Lawrence Stokes in the groin during the team's CAA tournament semifinal game. Some people, however, believed that Hofstra deserved a spot more because they beat the Patriots twice in a span of 10 days, but when the tournament started, the 11-seeded Patriots would silence the noise. They went on to defeat Michigan State, North Carolina, Wichita State, and Connecticut before losing to eventual national champion Florida in the Final Four. They were the first team out of the CAA to reach the Final Four and also became the second team to reach it as a double-digit seed. They also had 5 players averaging double figures throughout the tournament, making them one of only 6 Final Four teams in the 10 seasons from 1998 to 99 through 2007-2008 with that distinction. Now here's a team that everyone should remember. The 2018 Loyola Chicago Ramblers stole the hearts of many when they hit the tournament scene, hitting clutch shot.
One timeout, they don't take it.
After clutch shot.
Here comes the player of the year, the NBC rises.
After clutch shot.
Custer, crossover, kicks it. Towns for 3. Yes, sir! Marcus Towns!
with of course Sister Jean sitting in the crowd for every game. They were given an 11 seed, and with their unselfish play, they were able to defeat Miami, Tennessee, Nevada, and Kansas State before they would eventually lose to Michigan after they made their first Final Four since 1963. And now the last team we're going to look at is the 1983 North Carolina State Wolfpack. Although the team did finish with a 26-10 record and won the ACC tournament, their matchups in the tournament were far from easy. It also helped their profile having one of the most charismatic coaches of all time as their leader, Jimmy V.
All of us have seen Wide World of Sports. I grew up watching it. They say spinning the globe, spanning the sports world, the joy of victory, the agony of defeat. Everybody here. What's the agony of defeat? Everybody. What is it? You know what it is. See that? Everybody in the world knows it's that skier who's up there, poised for a beautiful takeoff. What happens? This man doesn't just fall. Watch it next thing. Hits a house on the way down. Yeah. Children, the whole thing. And he's not dead. This man is still alive. Every weekend of his life, no matter where he is, they go, hey, Pierre, here you come again. Check yourself out again, huh?
They entered the tournament as a 6th seed, beating Pepperdine, UNLV, Utah, Virginia, led by Ralph Sampson, Georgia, and then the all-powerful Houston Cougars, led by Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler in the national championship. It's a championship game that would be won in dramatic fashion.
Looks like he might be on Charles. Oh, dangerous pass.
No, it's the half-court trap that Houston's using. Now, Jim Valvano might not have anticipated this, so he'd probably call that timeout if a player gets in trouble.
He has his 3 guards in there now as Gannon's in there with Wittenberg and Lowe.
Down to 25 seconds. Dangerous pass.
This is a really interesting strategy by Houston. They're aggressive now, not staying back.
Well, remember they have Hakeem in there to block anything that goes inside. Down to 14 seconds.
Oh, almost stolen by Drexler. Boy, is he good at that.
They've got to drive to the basket. It's down to 7 seconds.
You can see the time. Wittenberg. Oh, that's a long ways.
They won it! On the dunk!
Cinderellas are what make March Madness so much fun, and despite giving many people high blood pressure to go along with busted brackets, it's one of the reasons that college basketball is so special.
Brown, Comer,